didn't see much of you during training camp, so
Yeah.
just wondering, maybe you could share with us why you weren't out there as much as you probably wanted to be, and how are you doing now?
Yeah, I was dealing with a little injury, but feeling good, ready for week one, excited for this week, get back with the team.
Is it hard with coming into? I know you have familiarity with Jim, but coming into a new team, not getting maybe the reps that you would have wanted to get.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're continuing to build, right? This thing is about building to becoming the defense we have the potential to be. And so, obviously, you want every rep, you want every opportunity. But, when I was out, I'm getting all the mental reps. I'm making sure I'm locked in. I'm still connected with the guys. Being able to be in the locker room and, just have that camaraderie with everybody. So, I don't think, at the end of the day, this is my 10th year. I've seen a lot of football. I've played a lot of football. I've had a lot of reps in my career. And so, being on a new team, I think the biggest thing is camaraderie and being here in the locker room, hanging out with the guys. That's what happened.
We know communication is so important, especially on the defense side of the ball. But with you not being out there taking those reps, how were you able to sort of still stay in touch and communicate with guys and talk about things, knowing that eventually you're going to be back?
Yeah, it's coming out there, during practice and pulling guys to the side, saying, "Hey, what'd you see? Doing, you know what I mean?" And just talking through football, right? It's what role I've always had. It's the role that I embrace, and they understand how I communicate. They understand what the calls are going to be. And at the end of the day, like, the call is the call, right? So if it's if it's the right call, if it's supposed to be right, I'm going to be making it right. Not too much.
You've been around for a long time, as you mentioned. What do you feel like the vibe is for this team as you get into the season, just in terms of how good this football team can be this year?
Yeah, it's, again, we haven't even played the first game, but at the end of the day, right, you look around the locker room and you have every component you're looking for. And then at that point is, does the team gel? Is the team together? And this team is. Obviously this is a big week. Obviously it's the next one, but it's a big week because it's going to show who we are, right? Week one is always up in the air. There's question marks around everything. And it's your first opportunity to show what type of team you have the potential to be. So we're excited.
You respect along those lines. When you watch this defense, your own defense on film, what do you see? What do you see from this great?
Speed, aggressiveness, excitement. Those are the three things that we pride ourselves on, and you see it day in and day out. When guys are flying around, playing fast, playing free, and then you have to deal with miles. Like, it's a hard defense to stop.
Is it different playing against the Cowboys because they're the Cowboys?
No. Just because of who they are.
Just that aura, you know what I mean? You
No,
matched
not
up
a-
against them a ton of times.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously they bring a lot of attention, and they have the spotlight on them at all times. But again, it's week one. No matter who you play week one, it's gonna be a game of magnitude. So, yeah.
What separates Dak, as a quarterback? You look at the schedule this year, it seems like you guys have every single top-tier quarterback on the schedule. But just, what separates him?
Decision making, his ability to put the ball where it needs to be, right? He sees the game really well. He's got a really good feel. Doesn't always run the ball, but when he does, you see him extending drives, on third down or first and second, and just, making the plays that have to be done. He's always been a winner, right? And that's something that, you see year in and year out with him.
Joe Nagin, you were the green dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think the Cowboys have gotten close to being one-dimensional offensively?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, we got to wait and see, right? It was week one. To me, no. I've gone against them plenty of times. They pride themselves in having a physical offensive line and running behind them, right? So, I know that's their mentality. Obviously, they want to put the ball in Dak's hands and CeeDee's hands, but, I think the game of football, right, across the league is won in the trenches, and if you force a team to become one-dimensional, right, that's when you begin to have the advantage. And so, they know that, we know that. I don't think that's the case for them. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys.
What's up, everybody?
What up, Grant?
I don't know.
So how does it feel? Week one is back. Hope springs eternal. What are your expectations
Yeah.
for this year?
Back to regular scheduled program, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We have heightened awareness. I'll say that. That's one thing we've been definitely focusing on. Not really tightening our grip so much. It's heightened awareness of the mind, you know. Because we know what we have, we know what we can do. It's just going out there and execute, man. It's a great opponent to show it against the first week.
You guys in the past, there's been a lot of talk of Super Bowl and goals and hopes and dreams. I don't know that I've heard as much Super Bowl talk this
Yeah.
season. What's sort of the mindset heading in terms of your goals?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, everybody want to go to the Super Bowl, but does everybody have what it takes to do what you got to do day in, day out, every time you step on the field to get there? I never been there, but we have guys that have. You know, everybody want to get somewhere, but do you do what it takes? You know, it's a lot of talk that goes into it, but you know, we let our action do the talking. That's what I'm gonna focus on this year.
So, do you guys have what it takes to get there?
Who knows? I don't know. We go see this year. You know, if we do what we're supposed to, no doubt about it.
Is there a concerted effort not to talk about it as much this year and just go out and do what you need to do?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah, it's just, I don't know. You might see that from your perspective, but I hear it. You know, I preach it. I live it every day. So, you know, I do what I have to do, but it's perspective.
What about the fact that like ESPN has you guys middle of the pack, all these other experts have you guys not even making the playoffs this year?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you make of all that?
ESPN probably don't even know I exist. So I'm not worried about ESPN, man. We're gonna probably see them later.
Dad, what about him stands out to you? I'm sure you've watched him for a long time. What makes him such a good quarterback?
I remember when he ran all over LSU when they played him. They played at Death Valley. I think I was at that game, but you know, he's a great quarterback, man, and you know they see the value in him. They put the weapons around him. They paid his number one weapon, so you know he got all the tools to be great. He throws the ball. Completion percentage, I think it was the highest in the NFL, and he's also gonna try you. I think he had like the highest maybe PBU percentage as well as completion percentage. So it's like a hard thing to do, but you know he trusts his guys. He try to get the ball in there. He like throwing the ball.
You mentioned they paid his top weapon in CD. You guys as a secondary, I'm sure you guys are obviously have a heightened awareness of him. What are the challenges that he kind of presents for you guys?
I mean, he's a great player. Like I've been on him for a while. I wanted to play him, to be honest. So I'm glad he got paid. I'm glad he deserved it. So I'm happy to finally get out there and compete against him at this level.
With a guy that gets that many targets that he has, like teams know that they're going to throw it to him. So how do they still get him like whatever it was 125 catches last year?
Dak throwing the ball. I mean, simple as that. Sometimes quarterbacks get off their reads fast, but Dak trusts him. So he's gonna give him the ball, and we know that. You know, they know what kind of defense we play. So, I expect a good competitive game.
You're talking about he's kind of ramping up and really not doing very much in practice yet or whatever. But are you fooled by that, basically? Like he's not going to be as ready as he would normally need to?
Who said that? That's the word around town.
Mike McCarthy, I think, said he was going to be on a pitch count.
A pitch count? Yeah, I think I seriously doubt that. But he probably stay in the shape in the offseason, do what he got to do. They don't have a new offense, so I'm pretty sure he's been in tune with what they got to do. So he'll be ready, and so will we.
This is the first time that this whole defense has been healthy since probably the beginning of last year. How good does that feel, and how good does this defense be going into week one, having all those pieces back? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. We got to stay healthy, though. That's the main thing. You do what you can to better your body and stuff, but we got to take advantage of everybody at the same time. Like I said, y'all know we preach it a lot. We know who we got. We know who we are. It's time to go out there and uphold that standard that we put out there last year, because the way we ended wasn't good enough, but we know who we are, man. We know what we got to do.
Grant, it seems like it doesn't seem it is. I mean, you guys are going to face pretty much every top-tier quarterback in the league this year, starting Sunday with Dak. So, during the offseason, you guys have talked about getting to the next level defensively. Just how critical is it for you guys to get to that next level as a unit so that you can achieve whatever goals you have internally?
Yeah, we're going to be battle tested. I think going against all these guys, it's going to be good for us. We're going to see, like you said, the top guys, and it's going to test our skills a little bit. It's going to make us see a bunch of different offenses and how quarterbacks operate. So should be really no excuses as we get toward the end of the year and getting that experience under our belt of actually seeing elite quarterbacks.
Grant, Kevin referred to week one kind of as like a feeling out process. I think that's probably especially true for like the offensive side of the ball for you guys because there's so much new offense, different stuff like that. But for you guys defensively, like a lot of guys, you basically have everybody coming back, a few new faces. But are you guys sort of the opposite where you expect to just kind of hit the ground running?
Sorry, they were distracting me right here. Can you repeat the second half of that question one more time?
Yeah, just offensively, we're kind of anticipating it might be like a little bit of a learning curve just because there's so much new.
Oh,
defensively, since you guys have so much coming back.
Yeah.
Is it the opposite where you're just kind of expecting to hit the ground running?
Yeah, we play fast. We don't really think, we kind of just go. So I don't think it's too much learning going on now. Now the game plan is in. We know what we got to do. And Jim does a good job of keeping it simple for us so that guys are able to play fast and be physical.
We good?
Shout out to the fans too. We can't wait to see y'all, man. First home game. We don't play at home. I know y'all gonna come out and support. And I need some 9 jerseys out there too.
All right. Thanks, Grant.